football, and we're getting ready here in Harper, Texas. 12 minutes on the clock as we get ready for the first quarter of football.
You know, right here, sometimes you can set the tone of the game by the kickoff, the first kickoff right here. And, you know, Ozona runs down there and hits these boys, let them know they ain't worried about a little cold weather. It's going to be exciting. We'll run a squib kick. It's going to – 12 is going to field it right here. He's going to – oh, right there. Let's see who made this tackle. As Matthew De La Garza, looks like, and Marco Rodriguez.
We did have Kane Venegas kicking the ball.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Marco Rodriguez, Matthew De La Garza on the tackle right there. So, okay field position for the Harper Longhorns, you know. We've been talking about our defense all year. I'll be excited to see what our defense is going to do. To see if they pass the ball. You know, we heard they pass a lot. We got a pretty good win. You can see the flags blowing over there.
You know, and looking at their sidelines, you know, I thought they were going to have more players.
Yeah.
Quentin, I really thought, as we talked about it this week, you know, and fumble right off the bat. Looks like we got the ball, boys. Yes, sir. Looks like we recovered a fumble, and that's a perfect spot for us. Yep. Defense jumps in there.
Yep. They tried to run the ball, and he got hit in the ball. That's what I'm talking about, cold weather. You know, you got to hang on to the ball.
Well, and I don't know if you noticed that center kind of pitched it back to the quarterback. Quarterback dropped it.
Yeah.
Picked it up and then gave it to his running back, and that was just a bad start from the get-go from that play, and our defense just read all that and brought back the ball and put it in our hands. So whether we kicked or received, we got the ball back.
Yes, sir. We'll see what we're running. The offense we're talking about them running. Let's see if we can get on the board. False start on Ozona.
Oh, man, they're going to say Ozona. I didn't see nobody move.
I didn't see nobody move either. I seen that guy jump across and hit our guy, But, you know, like we've been all year, you get a penalty, we usually come away with a big play. So
actually, it was on them. They moved the ball forward.
So they called. Yeah, one ref thought it was on the defense, the other one thought it was on the offense. So you could tell that was a close
they're
penalty
leaving
right there. Well, they're going to leave it. Okay, well, they called encroaching on the defense.
Yeah, it wasn't defense. So
one guy called false
I was fixing to say, man, I didn't see nobody on our side move. And here we are. We're going to line up again. We got number 3 under center, Lane.
We got Joe Perez and Carlos and Matthew De La Garza in the backfield here. See if they run pitch here. Yep, we're going to run it. And Matthew De La Garza follow his blocks, lower his shoulder. Going to get a gain about 2 yards right there.
And we'll take it because we had already gained 5. So
yes, sir.
We see Munoz coming in for 24.
Matthew De La Garza.
Matthew De La Garza. So you think does the weather have anything to do with your passing and all that, Quentin? I mean, as a coach,
like the ball's a little harder,
but do you think as a coach you kind of lay off of it, or does it really matter? I mean, it's not something that really matters.
I don't think so. I mean, I've seen a lot of people catch pass in cold weather and stuff. And they're going to give the ball. Joe Pettis right there going to get a first down.
And he's going to drag a couple of Longhorns with him, man. I mean, that kid,
Yeah,
our Lions are ready to play. I don't think our Lions are worried about the weather at all. You know, they're here to play football. Longhorns a little bit hesitant, it looks like to me, man. I don't know if they just, I think we're a little caught off guard thinking that we weren't going to come in this rough, this tough in the first quarter. But we're here to play football. We're here to play football, and hopefully we keep this momentum all 4 quarters.
I don't think they expected this kind of offense from us. And so that right there.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Play.
That was beautiful, folks. They're going to take it in for a touchdown.
Touchdown. That's a Mr. Extra play right there, and it worked out good. And Jose Munoz is going to take it in for a touchdown.
And a beautiful fake by our quarterback, man.
Oh,
I mean, he puts it up there and even threw me off for a little bit. But we're looking good here in the first quarter, folks. 10:25 left in the first quarter. Your Lions already getting in the end zone. 6 points, and we get ready for the field goal. Field goal? Extra point.
Extra point, field goal. You're kicking a field goal for extra point. And snap it, and there's a kick. It's gonna hit the upright.
That's all right. That's all right. Whoa, 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 whoa!
You dodging footballs up here, Ruben.
We're getting hit by footballs over here. We forgot about that, man. We forgot. We forgot we're out here in the stands, man.
we'll see what see if our defense can come away with another big stop.
Hey, I think the Longhorns right now are going to regroup, you know, because the defense came in first play of the game, and the defense recovers the football. So, great start for your Ozona Lions right here, folks. Once again, shout out to everybody watching. I want to give a shout out, first of all, before I forget, to my coworker, Tristan, working right now over there at Mi Familia, the head chef.
Yes, sir. They got the game on over there.
We're going to call him the head chef.
Yeah, one of the guys working with me, Eric Williams, told me it's going to be cold, and I still forgot my jacket, and I know he's listening tonight.
Here we go, Kane with the kick again. Man, a beautiful one right there. He's going to send it all the way to I-10, man.
And we always talk about that. I mean, Kane just takes one step and boots it.
It don't even look like he's trying.
No.
He's putting that ball out there.
Yeah, he's putting it real far out there.
Defense going back out there. Put it at the 20-yard line for the Longhorns.
You know, let's see if they change it up. Let's see if they attempt a pass, you know.
And I don't remember what kind of offense we thought we were going to see this weekend.
Kind of almost the same as ours. Similar, but also different. They got some big receivers.
Yeah, that's right. They got some tall kids. That's correct. And I think we're going to see some passing now.
Actually, they're going to run it again, this time just to the other side. And he's going to get about maybe 2-3 yards at the most. So our defense, like every week, they came to play. It'd be nice to pitch another shutout. Have three shutouts.
Yeah, I forgot. We did talk about these receivers being a little bit taller.
Yeah.
Some of the matchups that we thought we would see, or we would want to see how Coach Taylor would adjust to that. And
you know, a lot of times offense like this will try to draw us in, and then throw it deep and try to catch us off guard here.
It might look like we're going to throw a pass right here.
There's going to be a pass.
Yeah, he's wide open. He's way taller.
Oh, there's a flag.
Oh,
come
on.
All right. The ball wasn't catchable. I don't see the reason for the flag. The ball was 5 yards away, but, you know, maybe he's seen something we didn't, and he's out there.
Hey, you know what, Quentin? Is this something we might see throughout the night with our kids trying to block this ball or something? You think we're going to see some pass interference happen a lot? You know, not that the kids are trying to, but maybe trying to go for that ball, they might end up hitting the receiver.
Yeah, and if the receivers are good, they can make it happen. But we'll see. We'll see how our kids adjust to it. You know, you can hold your hands up when you think the ball's coming. You always have to, you know, usually watch your receiver's eyes. And as their eyes get bigger, you know the ball's coming to them. You just got to time the jump. Tall kids.
You got,
there's going to be an approachment on Ozona there.
Free play right there for the Longhorns.
You know, and they're a pretty big team.
Yeah.
But as you can tell, our speed's a big factor in this game.
Yeah, you know, you've talked about this so much before where we have played some big lines, but third quarter into it, you know, these boys are starting to get tired, and you see where our kids' condition kicks in. And
our kids aren't small. We have some pretty good-sized boys, but all around they got some pretty big kids. You know, they're drawing us off sides with that hard count. Let's see, you know, Lions just can listen here. And they're looks like they're going to try to avoid running it to Manuel Venegas' side. They ran it once and they fumbled, and then right there they're going to run it to Manuel's side again. And it wouldn't have got much. They'd have got maybe a yard.
I think this is the night where Venegas is going to have to hustle to get in there. And I think this is the night Venegas is going to have a number of sacks, man.
Yes. I think
this is going to be the sack night for Venegas. I put some money on it because I think he wants to hit that quarterback before he makes plays happen with these taller receivers.
Yeah, I think they're going to run a pass here. Yeah, you can see how they lined up right there. And right there, that's a great play by Marco Rodriguez. Would have been better if he caught it, but a great read by him in the secondary there.
And that's what we talked about, speed. You know, that's one of the spots where our speed's going to come in. And
you remember I was telling you when he was warming up how he loves the ball in the flats right there? That's what I was thinking. You know, our guys with the speed's going to come up and start making plays. Because if you have a guy like that that's going to run out in the flats, you want to get it. You want to throw the ball before he breaks that way. Yeah. You want to get it there quick so the defense don't know what how
Number 23 is Rodriguez. Number 3 is Lane, correct?
Yes, sir. And they're both quick guys.
Who do we have on the other side, Quentin?
It looks like Jose Munoz.
Jose Munoz,
and Joe Pettis.
There you go. There you go.
And right there, I couldn't tell if he caught it. I don't know. And that didn't look like a catch, but they're going to call it a catch.
That ball was all in the – man, that ball looked to me like it was on the ground.
It was. It looked like it was. It looked like it bounced off the ground there. And you see how Lane timed the jump there?
Yeah.
The guy's way taller than Lane. He timed the jump perfect. It should have been an incompletion, but I guess they're going to give it to him. Let's see.
And we can't forget, Quentin, we do have 6 points up there on the board already.
And also our defense is real tough when it gets down to the goal line.
8 minutes, 16 seconds left here in the first quarter, guys. And
right there, that's going to be a tackle by Lane Smith.
And that's not just going to be a tackle. He flipped that boy upside down.
Lane's going to come from the secondary there and make a tackle. Heck of a play by Lane right there to come up, make that stop.
It's going to look like 2nd down and 4 for the first down.
Yep.
7:45 left here in the first quarter. The Lions up 6-0.
Need to hang tough right here and get us a stop.
And I think they're going to try to go with the pass to get in the end zone.
They're going to run it again.
Okay.
And this time there, I think that's Kobe Mendez. I can't see, or if it's Carlos.
That is
Cantu.
That is 3. I see 33.
Carlos Cantu. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Came up, made a great play right there, linebacker. Awesome play by Carlos Cantu.
I did see that number for you, buddy. Best $300 I spent all year.
This right here is where we need. If we can hang tough here, get a 4th down. You know, maybe they'll try to kick a field goal or something, but I bet they're going to pass it right here.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. You got 4 receivers, and don't be surprised at that.
And there it is right there. He's going to look
there
it is right there in the flat. Oh, great play by Ozona. I don't know who that was. It looks like Jose Munoz.
Who was that, number 57?
No, that was Jose Munoz.
Emmanuel Venegas goes into
the quarterback,
he came into that quarterback. He almost had that sack.
Yeah, that's what you need from Emmanuel. Once Emmanuel starts putting pressure on the quarterback like he's done all year, it's going to be real hard for them to get a playoff.
Yeah, that's what, I mean, we talked about our size not being, them boys being taller wasn't going to affect us, you know, and here we are. They're going to go for that pass again. 4th and 6 is what we're looking at. Oh, man. Hopefully it's on the Longhorns.
Let's see what they're going to call here. Usually if it's offsides or false start, they'll stop the play. Approachment, they won't. Yeah, it's going to be an offsides on. Offsides on the Harper.
We'll take it.
Usually on the defense, when they have approachment like that,
they won't
they'll let the play.
That's why they say it's an extra play.
Yeah, it's a free play.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, got you. We'll take it. 4th and 12. I mean, that quarterback does have an arm. That last one, I mean, I got to give it to him. He did put it there. But it did look like that ball was in the ground before he put his hands on it. But we're not rest. We're just commentators.
About 4th and 12. You know they're probably going to pass it right here. 4th and long.
Got 3 receivers in the.
He's looking. He's just going to try to toss it out and go deep right there. And he's like, the kids, that was overthrown. That's right there. If it was warm, he probably could have made that play. It seems like the ball's a little harder when it's cold, so it just bounces off.
You know what? They did move the ball, and like Coach Taylor said, we did make the adjustments, and we came around. It took us. They got the ball down the field, but we made the stop, and now the ball's back in our hands. With 6 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the first quarter, your line's still up 6-0, and we are with the ball for 1st and 10.
And I think our defense is giving the quarterback a little problems. It's harder for him to read, the routes of his receiver, who's open, who's not, and it's taking him a little longer to throw it.
You have all them little lions out there in the secondary moving around like a bunch of little ants.
And they're all fast. Let's see what kind of offense we get going right here. Looks like they're going to try to send a blitz in, and Lane's going to toss it right out there to Joe Pettis. Joe Pettis going to catch it, but may lose a yard on this play right here.
They piled up right there in the middle. Did you see that on the defense side? They had.
There was a receiver, but they were blitzing on Lane. He didn't have much time to throw right there.
And it's going to be one of those games, I believe, where we're going to save
Jesse Vega
and use them.
Yeah,
probably later on with this.
Well, they're going to run the ball a lot right here. See what close to their own end zone. Looks like they're going to pitch it to De La Garza. He's going to cut off field, and he's going. And he's going to get maybe a yard or two.
Took one of them shots that's going to remind him it's cold out here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he'll remind him tomorrow, too. It'll be 3rd down and long.
We see
and
Pettis
it looks like Vega's
in.
coming in right now. And Harper doesn't need to forget, we got a passing game of our own, and it's pretty good.
And it is 5:35 left in the first quarter.
Right
3rd and 13 for your Lions. Beautiful pass right here.
Oh, it's going to get picked off.
It's going to get picked off. Harper's going to take it all the way to the house.
No, they're going to
get a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, they get. Yeah, sorry. Yes. Going to throw it right over there to him.
Looks like, in that play right there, Quinn, it looked like Pettis was wide open down here on the other side.
It did look like he was wide open.
That defense, that Longhorn defense, though, it's been popping in there, man.
Yeah.
Making it a little bit harder on our quarterbacks as well to get that ball out there.
Making it a little harder. They're making some plays. Looks like they're going to do a swinging gate extra point. It looks like they're going to go for 2 right there. And they're going to get 2 points right there. So that's going to make it 8-6 Harper.
With 5:23 left in the quarter, Harper takes the lead 8-6 on your Lions.
And we haven't got to see our kick return in about 3 weeks because we shut everybody out.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to see him right now because when, we seen Jose Munoz score a touchdown last week and Lane Smith scored a couple of touchdowns on return. So it'd be good to see Lane or Jose take it to the house.
And another thing is we haven't had nobody scoring us. You think that's the you think that'll affect the boys?
No.
It's
Once we get our offense going, it seems like, either if the offense or the defense make a big play, it seems to pump up the kids for both sides of the ball. I think if we get a touchdown right here, our kids will get a lot of motivation. It'll be a different game.
Well, they're lining up. Looks like we do. We're going to have Munoz and Lane again in the backfield, over there in the back.
Yeah. Looks like, those two guys have speed and stuff. And I'm sorry if I keep stuttering. I am cold.
We do have Logan Fay and Rigo Treto back there as well. So lots of speed and lots of kids that can run that ball.
Marco Rodriguez and Zayden Badillo over here.
Yeah, we got it all in the backside over there. Even in the front here, you got some
Dusty
kids.
Smith right here, number 5. He's got some speed, so they kick it onside, and he does pick it up. He does have speed to take it.
He's just like his brother. Don't be surprised if he picks it up and takes off with it.
Let's see. Let's see what kind of cover team they got here on the kickoff. See how they cover the ball.
If you're just joining us, folks, 5:23 left in the first quarter. Harper 8, Lions 6, and here we go.
Right there, Jose Munoz is going to get it.
Good
block right there by Marco Rodriguez.
Oh.
And he's going to get to about the 32-yard line. Great play, great block right there by Marco Rodriguez. Heck of a block.
I think Munoz would have came out the outside. He'd have probably gained some more yardage. Somebody caught him by the jersey there and didn't let go, man.
Yeah. If they wouldn't have got him by the jersey, I think he could have took it to the house.
Well, it's time for our offense to come in here and do some work. And it's probably going to be one of those games, Quidden, where it's back and forth all night.
Yeah.
We just can't let up right here. I think the winner of this game is going to be somebody that doesn't let up.
And right there, they're going to send Carlos Cantu up the middle. And
man.
Let's see what this flag's on here. See what's going to happen here. I don't know who it was on, but it already looks like they're pointing it to. Okay, they're pointing against Harper. All right, well, I guess personal foul against Harper. That should be a first down. Going to be a first down for Ozona on Harper's side of the 50. So that right there got to get your boys motivated,
Yeah, it's, once again, like you said, a free play, man.
Yeah.
Let us get started all over. Clean start. It's something that we didn't do, take advantage of this mistake on their side.
Looks like
here we go. Lane puts on some moves. He is gone, folks, down to 35.
There
20,
you go, Lane.
Making the moves, and he is all the way to the house for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Ozona. Even the ref. The ref was going to blow the whistle because he didn't know who had the ball. Lane's so small, he get back there to the house. The ref was blowing the whistle back here, and the other two running down the field. That was awesome.
Hey, that's one thing we talked about. Take advantage of those little mistakes like that, and they did it. You know, you get a first down, and Lane. I mean, man, you just see that kid in the middle of the group there, and looking for a gap, and he comes out and takes it for a good 45 yards.
Yeah.
Refs are still talking about
it.
The
refs are still talking about it. They didn't know who had the ball. And, you know, you really hope they don't bring this back because Lane had the ball and he was running up the middle. They just couldn't see him.
Yeah. I don't even know what they're talking about or what they would be talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Harper coach is upset because the ref blew the whistle. Yeah, the ref blew the whistle and he couldn't see Lane. So.
Oh, man, and they are. Come on.
They're going to bring it back.
That's not.
Yeah. Well. I don't know what you call this right here, but I'd hate to be the ref right now. That's a horrible call. You just have to say it.
You know what? That older gentleman, not that we're trying to be rude or nothing, but that older gentleman's made 2 real bad calls against both teams.
Yes.
You know, we're not saying just against the Lions. He's made some against the Longhorns. 2 real bad calls that. Honestly, don't think that man should be out there, man.
Yeah. I mean, that right there was a clear touchdown. I mean, Lane was running down the field. He wasn't even touched until he was 15. They're going to call a timeout. Let's see what happened here. Let's see what the refs are going to have to talk with here. Now they're going to push it back a little bit.
Yeah, this is not.
I don't think anybody knows what's going on.
I don't. This is not. This doesn't look good. If if you're a ref out here.
Yes.
They just stopped the ball, moved it back 5 yards, and moved it back to where we had it.
It looks like they're going to give it to Carlos Cantu, and he's going to get about 10 yards. And this back here has been 2. The incompletion that they called a completion, this touchdown that they called back because they couldn't see it. You hate to see that.
This is crazy. Yeah, it's not
for both teams.
It's uncomfortable. Yeah, it's uncomfortable to come see these kids are out here playing in this cold weather, and for both teams to be playing real professional, real what's the word we always use?
Class.
Both teams, and then to have the refs making mistakes like that it's just not right.
They're gonna see if Joe's gonna bounce it outside and take it up the field.
And he's going to take it for the first down.
Yeah,
he's going to take all the way to the 20, it looks like.
Yeah, and it looks like the Lions have found their rhythm on offense. And that's what you need. Once you find the rhythm on either defense or offense, and it usually gets the Lions motivated, and that's when we take off.
I think them boys, and one of the things about Coach Taylor that we've talked about, at no point did you see these kids get upset. They get back out there and they do their job, and here we are once again in the 20-yard line with 1st and 10. So they're making the adjustments. They're even having to make adjustments for the refs tonight, but we're going to make the adjustments that we need to as number 11 takes it down the middle.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Jose Munoz, and he's going to get a gain of about 2 yards there. And I guess they're going to start using Jose Munoz at running back a little bit more with the loss of one of our other running backs. So, Coach Taylor, utilizing all the players, different positions this year.
We talk at the Lions Den, we talked to Coach Myers and how one of the things he said was that he was going to use his players in different positions and let them learn the whole field. Sir. Right here you see your receivers just step in as running backs and they don't miss a beat.
No.
I mean, Munoz has carried that ball. He already carried it for a touchdown and now carried it for a first down. So you see that these receivers can do anything, either run the ball as running backs or run after the routes as receivers, as we see Rodriguez here.
Yeah, Cantu. I'm trying to see what. I don't know what happened here, but the coaches are not happy.
The refs blew the whistle early again.
Okay.
The Cantu was still on his feet fighting for yards.
Maybe you should take your glasses down there.
Man, I paid good money for him, and
because they keep either blowing the whistle too soon, too late.
This is, I mean, I think this is going to be an aggravating game for the coaches. That's
It's going to be very aggravating.
You know, the kid was still on his feet fighting for yards, and they blew the whistle.
Usually they stop forward progress, you know, when they hit and they start going back, not when they're moving forward.
So here we are looking at third.
Looks like Lane's just going to keep it. And let's see if he's going to get the first down. It looks like it's pretty close.
4 and about 2.
Yeah, 4 and about 2.
Folks, 1 minute 36 left here in the first quarter. Longhorns 8, Ozona 6.
Let's see. You see if we make any offense adjustments. You know, Coach Taylor's real good about changing things up on people.
And you know what, Quentin? I think our offense has been doing a great job. It's just a couple of bad calls.
Yes, sir. Looks like Matthew Delagarde's going to fire his way up there.
Yes.
And I think he got the first down.
Into the first down. It looks like they're moving them. Moving the chains. It'll be first and goal for your Lions here with a minute left in the first quarter.
And the Lions are just slowly eating away, and it's going to pay dividends on the defense. Yeah. They're going to eventually get tired.
I think we need to take advantage of these close, you know, being this close to the goal line. It's one of the things that the beginning of the season we did in week. You know, there's several times that we were this close and couldn't score.
Yes, sir.
And I don't think we got the same team no more. As Pettis makes a spin move and runs into the end zone.
Let's see if he got in the end zone. I think they're going to call him down on the 1 yard line. Let's see what they're going to call here.
Man, they're going to say second and inches.
Inches,
really,
yeah.
Man.
Second and inches right here. And you may see Lane just keep it again and take
one
it
of
right
those
in there.
plays. Those is one of my favorite plays, Quentin, is when they put, you know, Lane will just hold that ball and they push him in there.
And
no,
right there,
we're going to use Cantu to just power it in there.
Cantu's going to lower his shoulder and take it in for an Ozona touchdown.
7 seconds left in the first quarter, and I don't want to say bad calls, Quentin. Just
mistakes.
Something different for us to see tonight, you know. And I'll explain it that way people don't think we're bad-mouthing umpires. But the first call was we took it for a 40-yard touchdown, and one of the refs blew the whistle because he couldn't find the ball, so they called it back on one of their mistakes. The second one was Cantu was fighting for the first down, and they blew the whistle early on us. So
Lane's going to scramble here.
And he's going to try to take it in for a touchdown. It looks like he will. He drags Harper Longhorn with him.
The smallest guy on the team, and he lowers his shoulder and gets a 2-point conversion right there. So it's going to be 14-8, Ozona Lions.
And you know what, Quentin? Our offense is once again that line's dominating. To give our quarterback enough time to look for a receiver and change his mind and running in, it just shows you how comfortable our quarterbacks feel with their line. They're sitting there looking for a receiver.
Yeah, and when you see stuff like that, and you see your team get more confident as the game goes on, it makes you happy as a coach because you got confidence in them. And I think our offense is putting it together now. It's just time for our defense. We stopped on the first time. I think we'll stop on the second time. And I think this is where Ozona will start taking over the football game.
I want to give a shout out to Kobe Bunger, GL Bunger, their daughter out there. She's cheering, watching the game. Good job, girl. GL Bunger Real Estate, one of our sponsors. His daughter is dressed up in her cheer suit, cheering in front of the TV. Shout out to you, girl. Here we go, another beautiful kick, Quentin. It goes all the way to the track over there. You know, wind's picking up here in the second. Well, 7 seconds left, still left in the first quarter, but wind is picking up, getting a little bit colder. Might affect the passing game a little bit on either side, both sides. And,
you know, my parents down in Post are watching again, so
shout out
we got
to them.
people all over the place watching the games. Let's see if our defense can make a couple of plays here and come up with the big stop. That's what we need right here. It looks like they're going to hand it off again, and this time.
I got you right here. Looked like Cantu was on the tackle.
Cantu and number 77, Isaac Atkins, was the first
Isaac
contact
Atkins.
right there.
You know, I'm so used to seeing Isaac around, you know, when we hang out with their parents. And, man, that boy looks like a beast out there. Then you see him, and he's the friendliest kid in the world when you're around him, you know.
You know, a lot of the kids are like that. You see them, they say hi to you. And I'm sorry if I can't recognize a kid. I just really good at knowing numbers. Game here. Start of the second quarter. And see what's going on here.
Want to give we're talking now?
Yes, sir.
We're talking? Yes, we're back from commercials. Want to give a shout out to Phoenix, Sarah.
We got a couple scores here. Brady Bulldogs beating Grape Creek 14-0. Miles is beating Menard 15-0. Cristoval El Dorado's beating Cristroval 7-6. That's a good game. Ozona's beating Harper 14-8, of course. And Bangs is beating Sonora 27-0. So we got a couple of good games in the area. And let's see, you know, if they continue with their pass game. They are going with the win now, so I wouldn't be surprised if they pass it a little more. And there looks like the quarterback's just going to keep it here. And Emmanuel Venegas is going to come away at the tackle right there.
Finally.
Heck of a play by Emmanuel Venegas right there.
Okay, well, here we go. I dropped my phone, but want to give a shout out to Sarah, Justin, and Phoenix watching. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Looks like it's going to be third and short here. Third down, about 3 to go.
Hey, who was that with the sack? I'm sorry, I lost.
Oh, well, actually, the quarterback was trying to run it, and Emmanuel Venegas and another player hitting. I couldn't see the other player's number. It may have been Charles Childress or Isaac, but it was one of them. I know I seen Emmanuel because his number is facing us. It looks like he's going to throw it right out there in the flats, and he dropped the ball there. So what? I don't know if that was a catch. Maybe it was. Maybe they're just going to call it a fumble, but it's a first down for Harper. You know, they're going to keep running that out route. They're going to run it over and over tonight, and you can see it. And the quarterback's not throwing the ball hard, so eventually one of the Ozona Lions are going to jump that route. We'll see if we make some adjustments with our linebackers right there.
Well, you know what, Quinn? Not to make excuses, but that's twice we've seen balls hit the ground.
Yes, sir.
And being called passes. And
looks like they're going to run the ball right here, right at the middle.
I know that kid has a great arm, and he's got some great receivers, but we're not going to focus on those two passes, but that's twice.
Carlos Cantu going to stop the ball right there, about a 3-yard gain.
We'll see. It's getting dry. It's too cold out here.
Let's see if Ozona, we need a big stop from our defense here.
10 minutes left, folks, in the second quarter of football. 2nd and 7 for the Longhorns. Your line's up 14-8 as they set up here.
You know, it looks like right here, it looks like they may pass the ball. Actually, they're going to run it. Oh, right there, a big hit by the defensive line of Ozona.
Yes, sir. Number 52.
65, Kane Venegas. Number 52, Kobe Mendez. And Emmanuel Venegas is going to hit them all right there. That's a heck of a play by the Ozona defensive line. They just ran through them right there.
Pride of Lions right there, man.
That's awesome. That's what you need right there from your defense. Looks like it's going to be 3rd down and long, 3rd down and 10.
9 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the second quarter of football, guys.
Like I said, it's slowly but surely Ozona starting to take over little by little. We need our defense to stand strong here and give our offense another opportunity to put some points on the board here. And it looks like they're going to run that out route again, and the quarterback's going to overthrow him this time.
He saw them Lions coming in.
This time
he saw O'Kane coming in there, and he figured he better put it up
in the air. Looks like it's number 10, Jesse Vega, on the coverage there. And Jesse's pretty fast, too. He plays linebacker also.
4th and 10 is what we're looking at. It looks to me like they're running it. They're doing 2 running plays. and then pass it.
Yes. They're trying to catch us off guard. Usually they'll run it, and then they're hoping we'll scoot up, we'll cheat up, and then they can go deep on us, and it's not happening, so they keep hitting the out routes, hitting the check down. Now let's see if they punt it or fake punt. Let's see what they do here. Oh, man, you almost had a good. It looks like Lane's going to field it, and you got to watch out for Lane because you don't think he's going to field it, and he does.
He tripped right there, man. He tripped right there. He still moved that ball 5 yards,
yes,
if you think about it.
And you got to, and a lot of times, on film, I bet Lane is a nightmare for the other team because you don't know if he's going to field it. He will field it. There's no telling, but he's too fast and too quick, and right there he tripped himself, but he would have probably got us a lot more yards.
I would love to see us just dominate right here and keep this ball with us for 9 minutes.
And right here, I don't think we will pass since we're going into the wind. Right now we're going into a pretty strong wind. I think we'll just keep the run.
Or running game, yeah.
And it's been working for us, so I think that's what we'll keep doing.
And this wind is picking up, man.
More
I'll tell
and
you
more.
what, if you hear it on our microphones, we apologize. We're just up here in the stands, and it looks like we're running the ball, and it looks like
Carlos
we're running
Cantu.
Cantu takes
Gonna
it.
get it.
For about 20 yards.
Yeah.
20, 15.
Heck of a run for Carlos right there.
First down for your Lions.
And I think Carlos is moving so fast and so hard, it's real hard for them to get a hold of him until they start chasing him from behind.
It is pretty cold out here, Quentin.
Oh yeah, it's cold.
Them kids are. I think our Lions are lions. They're lions. They can adapt to the weather, man. They're still running and unstoppable. Here you see
out here to
Munoz
Jose
again.
Munoz.
Oh, he's got a guy behind him.
He's going to break that tackle, spin off another tackle. He's going to get about a 5-yard gain. He
broke 2 tackles in the backside there.
They're going to hit him in the backfield there, and he broke both of them, made a negative into a positive. That's a heck of a run by Jose.
We'll take it little by little.
Little by little.
2nd and 5 with 8 minutes left here in the second quarter. Your Lions up 14-8 over the Longhorns, Harper Longhorns.
Let's see. Running game's coming through for us. Offensive line is blocking pretty good.
There
goes Joe
20,
Pettis.
Joe Pettis.
And he's going to, he got stopped right in front of the first down. He tried to hurdle another guy, and that guy just hung on to the leg.
So it's going to be like 3rd and 1, man.
Yeah, about 3rd down and 1.
7:42 left in the second quarter. Let's see if Lane can work some of his magic.
Oh, you give Lane just a gap, and he's going to bust through it.
Once again, folks, pretty windy out here, so we apologize if you hear that wind on our microphones.
You can see the linebackers are getting ready
for
the quarterback
that was that play.
sneak. And it looks like
there's that play.
They got it. I mean, one line judge is saying they do, and now they're both saying we got it, so it's going to be a first down.
Yeah, this guy was trying to play it way over here.
Yeah, this guy in front of us is saying they wouldn't get it, but the guy on the other side of the field said they got it by 2 yards. I mean, these guys are not together tonight.
I think there's a little bit of novella feud going on with these refs, man. They're not getting along.
They must be primos or something.
Here we are setting up your Lions with 1st and 10, 7 minutes left. For 2 minutes, we've possessed that ball and kept it in our possession for 2 minutes, and that's a good thing. Cantu makes some moves, takes it about 3-4 yards.
He's gonna get about 5-yard gain right there. Heck of a run by Cantu, about 4 or 5. That's a heck of a run by Carlos right there.
We're sending Pettis and who's this? Jose Munoz.
Yeah, Joe Pettis is going in. Jose's coming out.
They've been trading out all night, so
keeping everybody fresh.
Two of the kids are in great shape. They're telling us no wind, so that's good. Over here, it sounds like we're in the middle of a hurricane in Miami.
Right here.
Oh! Look at this! Look at this, folks!
Oh, heck of a play!
At this.
Heck of a play!
Hey,
heck of a play by Jesse Vega and Lane.
Hey, that defense comes in there and
full blast. He comes in there full blast, and I mean, I tell you, Lane just moves faster than everybody.
Puts a little PBR bullfighter move on him, man, and makes him go straight.
Just lobs it right over there, and Jesse Vega comes with a great catch. Great focus by Jesse Vega.
5:53 left in the second quarter. We're still up 14-8. First down by your Lions. Beautiful pass by Lane connecting with Vega.
Yes, sir.
Here we go, a lob to Pettis.
And Pettis is going to get it hard right there. He got a pretty good gain right there, being 5 or 6 yards right there.
I think, and you know what? Once Pettis takes off running, I don't even think he's looking for a gap. I think he's looking for something to jump. That's the way his type of running. 5:20 left, folks. You know, we started with 9 minutes left is when we got the ball. We had 9 minutes left here in the second quarter. And one of the things we talked about is keeping the ball in our hands as much as we can. So far, 4 minutes off the clock. It's second and third as we're still up 14-8. 5 minutes left in the second quarter of football.
And this time Lane's just going to keep it. He's going to try to beat them to the outside, and they're all going to jump on him right there. And let's see if he's going to lose about 2 yards right there. So it looks like it's going to be third down, or about 3rd and 5 right here.
3rd and 5, 4 minutes, 40 seconds left.
You know, you'd like to see the Ozona Lions get a little bit more points on the board before halftime. That way you take a bigger lead going into halftime. We were receiving the ball.
Not just that, Quentin. We got to give it to our Lions offense, like we talked about. Here it is. We're looking at 4:22. We started with about 9:22. We've had that ball for about 5 minutes, and that's one of the things that's going to help you win football games is that offense having that ball in their hands.
And they're going to run that off, that play that try to catch him off guard there. He's going to get a gain of about 3 yards there on Matthew De La Garza. It's going to be about 4th down and 1, 4th down and 2. So I see Coach Taylor going for this.
Yeah,
he may let the clock run out a little more and may call a timeout. But no, they're going to go ahead and go send the play in.
We are sitting at their 20-yard line, so. You hear our fans here screaming, go. Lane under center. He's going to make it a pitch move to Pettis, and Pettis can easily get that 1 yard.
He's actually going to break outside, and there's a penalty. Let's see who the penalty's on here.
Oh,
let's see.
Put it on us.
Yeah, I think they're going to call it on us. I don't know what they're going to call it on, but
they ain't went like that.
Well, if it's a face mask, it should be against him.
You think it was a face mask when he blocked that kid off him?
I know it, or illegal hands to the face, but they are calling against us. Oh, they're calling holding. Not face mask, holding. So that's going to be 4th and 8 now.
Looks like we might. Let's just go for a pass. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left. Maybe we'll.
Hey, you don't want to leave too much time on the clock for
and
them.
then there's lots of.
They got the win and they pass a lot, so.
Well, it looks like we might be lining up for a pass. Vega up at quarterback.
Yeah, and you never know. Vega can run it also, so.
And Vega's got that arm, man. I mean, he's going to throw a fastball to a pitcher is what it feels like when he's throwing it. There you go. Look at that.
Oh, another interception right here.
Holding over here on the defense, man.
It looks like Joe Pettis, he's one guy.
Falls, gets up, makes the tackle. Oh, no.
No, he almost does. And over here there was holding against them, so it's probably going to come back. And there's another flag on the play here. Let's see what the refs are going to call here.
Strickland on the return, but there are multiple flags on the play.
See what they call here. Well, right there, Jesse Vega threw it, and right as he was throwing it, that guy just jumped the route, got an interception. So we'll see what these penalties are. See what the refs call here.
Want to say thanks to our sponsors, man. I want to say thanks to Ozona National Bank.
Tom Thorpe Transport.
Geo Bunger Real Estate.
First Baptist Church of Ozona.
West Texas Rehab. 2 minutes, 55 seconds left here in the second quarter of football. Ozona 14, Longhorns 8.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go get me some hot chocolate here in a minute because it's cold.
I'm just going to go walk with you just because it is that cold, you know.
Well, the refs are discussing. We got flags out there, but one ref picked up that flag, and then they have not picked up this flag back here, so we're going to see what they call there.
You know how many flags we got out here? The kids got excited. They thought there were 6 flags over Texas. I didn't even think the refs could carry that many flags.
Yeah, I don't know, but they're throwing them all out.
There's about 5 flags in the field, 2 handkerchiefs, and 3 napkins. I don't know which ones count for what. They're talking about it. You know, they do have that one ref that looks like he probably a referee at the first Super Bowl ever in NFL history.
Yeah. See, I don't know what they're going to call here. They're still talking about it.
They're willing and dealing.
Yeah, willing and dealing out there.
2 minutes, 55 seconds. We love you, Lions, but we just want to go get some hot cocoa. Well, it looks like the ball's coming back. So what happens if one of their kids hit behind the back? Would we get the ball back?
I don't know.
Or
It
they
depends.
keep it?
I think
Okay.
it depends on before the interception or after the interception. I don't know what the flag is on. So I'm going to see what they say. It looks like they're going to call it against them and give us the – oh, no, okay. No, they're going to give them the ball. I don't understand what's going on. I guess they're going to mark it, the yardage off of it right here. Let's see what they I don't know if they're going to mark it or not. There's a flag still here. Nobody's picked up. So I'm still confused.
Well, that is our ball they have out there, correct?
I don't know whose ball it is. But I know that the penalty, they call a penalty on us down there, so I don't know how that was on Joe Pettis, but they're going to call it on Joe Pettis.
And I think Joe Pettis went for the tackle.
Well,
He
Joe Pettis was
tackled
just
the wrong
running,
guy.
and the kid ran into him, and they both fell down. And I don't understand how these are penalties, but
regardless, they have the ball, and
They're
at their own 20.
they're going to hand the ball off right there, and he's not going to get much. He's going to get about a game about 3 yards.
Clock is running. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the second quarter of football.
We'll see what let's see if they're going to take some chances. They seem like they're the team that would take chances.
Yeah, and I don't think they want to go into halftime behind by 16 points, 6 points. You know, they probably want to take the lead and see if they can go into halftime with a lead up there.
It looks like they're going to try to play the clock, going out of bounds here. Well,
And-
they're going to
and-
ke's clock running. I guess he didn't get out.
Yeah, and it looks like he didn't make the first. You know, I
No,
figured
yeah,
from here it
yeah,
looked like he had made the first
It
down.
did.
But he's still 3 or 4 yards short. 3rd and 3 is what it is. 2 minutes left. Put our defense to work. I think our defense will get this ball back. You know what? You see the. We talked about their height. You know, so far it hasn't affected our defense much. Quentin.
No. Playing more in a zone defense here, and they're going to bring on the blitz, and he's going to catch it and drop it. So I don't know if they're going to call that an incompletion. I would. I mean,
That's
there
right.
we go.
That's
Finally,
right.
we get an incompletion. That's
4th and 3, and Rodriguez was right there.
Yeah, he hit it and knocked the ball loose. As soon as the kid grabbed it, he hit him and knocked it loose. So that's what, that's a great play. If they can't stop the pass, that's the next best thing.
Yes.
Looks like they're going to take a timeout.
They're still a little bit rattled. I think
Yeah.
the Longhorns coaches are still a little bit rattled that our offense and defense been coming out here and doing the work. We kept that ball, and here in the second quarter, we kept that ball for more than 6 minutes in our possession, and I think that's a great thing for our offense. defense, you know, taking a shot at it. We did get the ball back in the first quarter, and now we're looking at 4th and 3 for the Harper Longhorns. 14-8, your Lions ahead with 1:35 left here in the second quarter of football.
And this will be a big stop for the Ozona Lions here if they can get this stop. And, you know, you got 1:35 if they go for it here. You're on that side of the 50. They may punt it. I don't think they will, but they may punt it. Because if they do, if Ozona stops them here, they, you know, right there, you only got 30 yards and plenty of time to go.
You know, and there's many things you could look at it over there as a Harper. Is you got that wind with you. I mean, you could either punt it or throw it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's something that might help you. You can make your quarterback look like a superstar right now if you throw it wrong.
You can make his arm look big. It looks like they're going to go for it right here.
Yeah, they're going to throw a pass.
This time
they
it looks
got
like
five
Ozona's
receivers, 4 receivers, and don't be surprised if that running back will take off as a receiver as well.
Looks like they're going to run man right here, and they're looking right over here to Jose Munoz.
Oh, number 20, Pettis.
Great play by Joe Pettis.
Puts a stop to it.
He stopped the out route. They've been running that route all night, and Joe read it perfect. So now Ozona's going to take over, and this is a big chance for us to score. Huge stop by the defense. Now let's see if we can put some points on the board, take a bigger lead into halftime with us.
And I think Vega wants to redo it. I think Vega wants another shot and wipe away that interception.
Yes. Let's see what Vega can do here.
1:30 left here in the second quarter of football, folks. Your Lions still up 14-8. 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Looks like they're going to hand it to Jose Munoz. He's going to cut up the field, and he's going to get a heck of a run right there.
Right about 6 yards.
Yeah, 6-7 yards right there.
And clock will be running 2nd and about 2 is what they're saying.
We still got 3 timeouts, so we're okay with it. We run no huddle in this formation, so it's pretty quick, and we got the timeouts if we need them.
And we got a lead. Let's just take our time, run some good plays, and try to keep that ball in our hands.
And you see Joe Pettis back there, running back, doing some good blocking. And right there, Jesse's just going to run out of bounds there.
And that's good. You know, it seems like he's being a little hesitant now.
Yes, sir.
After throwing 2 interceptions. There's nothing wrong with that. That's being a football player. Just because, you know, he could be a different quarterback that wants to just get antsy and throw that ball to redo himself. He's being smart and looking for a receiver before just throwing it because he knows what kind of defense he's going up against.
Yeah, and I was real impressed with Joe Pettis there, running back. Hey, you know, the guy came in and he had a heck of a block back there to give Jesse a little more time. Looks like there's going to be a flag. Oh, it's going to be another interception. Let's see what the flag is on. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what they're going to call the flag on here. If it's on them, we'll get the ball back. But if it's on us.
47 seconds left, folks. It was 3rd and 7. They threw a flag. We threw another interception. But we're going to see. Yeah,
it's going to be offsides on them, so that's going to give us 5 yards and the ball back.
Yeah. And it might give us a first down, no?
Oh, real close. It's 3rd down, so, you know, we got a couple, two possessions to try to get a first down and then get us a touchdown.
And you know what? I hope into halftime, you know, Vega looks like he's a little down on himself for throwing 3 interceptions. You knew you were going to go against some good defense. You knew you were going to go up against some tall kids. I don't think he should hang his head down. I think hopefully in halftime he thinks about it and
we got another penalty, a great run by Jose Munoz.
But we have
there's
another
a flag on the other side there. Let's see what they call it on. We've got more flags in this game in the first half than we've had in a full game all year long.
We're here. We're refs are talking about it. Was there one over there and one over here?
I guess. There's flags all over the field. Oh, they're going to take the first down right there. Okay.
We'll take it. 24 seconds. And Munoz with a great run. You know, this jumping, man, it's getting contagious, and they're doing a great job. They're getting 2-3 yards out of it when they're jumping like that, and it's okay. We'll take it. I think Harper's going to take a timeout. 24 seconds left here in the second quarter of football. Lions are still up 14-8. 1st and 10 for your Lions, 24 seconds. Great football here in the second quarter of the game.
Yes, sir. And, you know, it'd be real great to get in the end zone. But I'd like to say, the guy working the chains that in shorts is a tough man.
Yes, yes.
I don't know who he is, but, sir, you are a tough man.
And he's not wearing socks.
He's
shaking them legs. He's feeling it.
He's feeling it, but
knows.
he's still in shorts.
He knows it was a bad decision.
Yeah, he immediately regrets this.
He's dancing. He's shaking them legs.
He's gonna be the first. He's gonna race us to get hot chocolate. We'll see if our Lions can come away with a touchdown right here. Or
it would be nice. 24 seconds. Let's run that ball. Them kids are tall, man. I mean,
They are all tall.
I'm telling you, Vega at no point should feel bad about. Mia wants to give a shout out to her buddy Joe doing a great job out there. Oh. They jumped first.
A false start on Ozona, it looks like.
I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be on
Mark off for 5 yards. Make it 1st and 15 now. Ball spotted on about the 23.
Here we go.
Jesse Vega's going to throw it right out there. Oh,
yeah.
Longhorn's going to come away and block that. He's hit looking for Logan Fay there.
And you know what? I mean, we talked about it, Quentin. You know, these kids are tall. They're big old kids. I mean, he reached over and knocked that ball out.
You know, I thought that was pretty good blocking by those on the lines right there, giving him enough time to throw the ball away. Right over there to Logan's direction.
Hey, you know what? If our quarterback finds a spot to get away from these tall defenders, we're in the money.
Yep.
And the thing is that he's being fearless. He's taking care of business and not backing up. There we go.
Jesse just gonna
there we
keep
go.
it.
He's going to keep it. He's going to go in for a touchdown.
Ozona. Heck of a read by Jesse Vega there. You see right there, I think he was seeing something on all the passes. That, you know, maybe the defensive line is splitting down the middle, trying to get on the outside and get him. He took it up the middle, and he took it to the house for 6. And that's what right there is what we need.
Beautiful play.
What we need from our offense. That way we go into halftime with a good lead.
And that's what we need from Vega. He's one of our leaders. We don't need him to get his head down.
No, he comes back.
He needs to realize that these kids are tall.
Yeah.
You're going up against some tall kids, athletic kids. You know, we're going to a team that's going to be a little bit harder than what we've had the last couple of weeks. And like Coach said, no disrespect to the last teams, but some kids have been playing football against some tough teams.
Oh, this time.
And
Lane's going to drill one of the Longhorns right there. Right there. We got football bouncing all over the stadium here. So it's 20-8. Ozona Lions 20, Harper Longhorns 8. We got the
8 seconds left here in the second quarter.
And 8 seconds could be a long 8 seconds.
I've seen people become millionaires in 8 seconds.
Let's see see if they go with the squib kick or they're going to kick it deep. You know, I'd like to squib kick it, get us time to get down there, maybe run out all 8 seconds of the clock. And all these fans are going to have to get us some hot chocolate going to the concession stand here.
Cold weather is affecting me in other ways. I'm going to have to make it to the other concession stand. I'm going to have to go to the boys' room.
Let's see what we got going on here at the Ozona Lions. Let's get a squib kick. Let's run them 8 seconds out and go in at halftime with a big lead.
Now I'm really blinded.
And there's the squib kick right there. Let's see how he's going to pick it up. And get about 2-3 seconds on the clock. So we'll see what we got left for 2 seconds left on the clock here. And 3 seconds, I'm sorry. 3 seconds left on the clock for the first half. We'll see if they go for a deep pass or if they'll just kneel it and take it in. Looks like they're going to have Joe Pettis out there deep in the secondary, Lane Smith. There's a snap, and they're looking deep. They're actually going to throw out in the flats right there, and let's see if they get him down. And that's it. That's going to be the first half of play. Your Ozona Lions 20, Harper Longhorns 8. We'll be back in a few minutes with the second half of play.
Here comes the Lions as they make their way in here, getting ready to start the second half of football here. Waiting on my partner. He was warming up.
Getting all this gear on here.
Do you have yours?
My glasses?
Your earphones? Those yours?
Yes, I think so. I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know how you figure that. Well, getting lots of messages, lots of people watching us tonight.
Yes.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me and Quentin and the Ozona Lions on your Friday night as we get ready here for the second half of football. Your Lions up 20-8.
If I don't get back to you, I'm sorry. My hands are frozen. I was trying to text people. I can't.
So you didn't go for hot coffee? Where are we going to eat?
I don't know, but I was looking for you because I was looking for some hot chocolate. I think we passed each other over there by the line.
No, I'm going to tell you what happened. I needed to go take a break, and the other side of the field was too far, so I hit the woods.
Oh, okay.
And I met an old man back there that has a ranch. No.
Got a few bulls out there for you.
We started visiting. Well, we're getting ready. And the good thing is, Quentin, we're going to receive the ball in the second half of football.
And
looks
like the coaches are worried they may kick an onside kick here. Looks like the wind keeps blowing the ball off the tee here.
I want to give a shout out to Lauren Nahar for getting me hooked up with this awesome, I'm going to call it a scarf now.
We got Net Della Garza and Amanda Luna watching with us. Appreciate you guys watching. Looks like the Lions are going to have good field position. They went for a kickoff. It was a real short kick, and the Lions covered it perfect.
And we got lots of speed out there in our special teams as well.
Yeah, and if you notice, the wind has kind of died down a little bit since first half, so maybe
either that or we're just getting used to it.
We're just going numb.
We're going to become Eskimos.
We already got the hat.
11:59 left. Hey, I bought my wife a beautiful present.
Oh, yeah, she's going to love it.
Yes, I paid like $300 for that thing.
Yeah, that's real.
A real thing. Here we go. Number
Real deal,
24
we
finds a gap,
Matthew
and he runs
Delagarza's
at about
gonna
8
run
yards.
Yeah, he's running hard. Heck of a run by Matthew
Yes.
Delagarza. Find a hole and cut it upfield.
De La Garza did a great job right there. He ran it through his hole. He couldn't find it, so runs, cuts back, and gets another 4 yards out of that play.
Yeah, so let me second is short. And it looks like Ozona's starting to turn it on again. Made some adjustments at halftime, and I can't wait to see how this game's going to turn
Some
out now.
changes, it looks like here, you know, as earlier we were seeing Munoz and De La Garza, Munoz and Pettis switch back and forth. Now it looks like it's going to be De La Garza and
Looks like they're going to hand
nice
it to
play
Carlos
down the
Cantu.
middle. Cantu just ramming it down the middle. He's been doing it all night long. And once again, man, he makes it about 20 yards there,
And
15 yards.
You see good sportsmanship between both teams right there. You know, Longhorns are helping up Carlos after a good run like that. And that's what you want to see in high school football right there. It's good sportsmanship, and the Longhorns have been good sportsmen all night long.
Yeah. And you know what? I know this man. I don't know what he eats for breakfast, what he's on. I wish I had his energy.
I do too, and to withstand the cold like he does.
Yeah. I think that heart attack affected his head.
I think he had a stroke.
Yeah, that's what he was telling us, right?
Yeah, he was telling us, yeah. It's crazy that he recovered from that. It's awesome.
That's probably why he's not cold.
Second down and 6. Another good run. Looks like we're just going to keep pounding it in there little by little. Wearing on.
Number 80's been getting a couple of reps in there too, man.
Jay Savala.
Jay Savala.
All right, they're going to pitch it out here to
The
Joe
Pettis.
Pettis. Pettis is going to break
He's just
one
going to run.
tackle.
He's just going to break 2 tackles, 3 tackles, flips, and turns around for a beautiful run that's going to get us a first down.
Going to get a first down. Heck of a run by Joe Pettis. You know, looking to cut it upfield. That's one good thing about Ozona we have is we don't have east and west runners. I mean, they're in north. They're north and south.
And you know what? I mean, Pettis is just – these kids, De La Garza, Pettis, Cantu, they're just running that ball, Quentin. I mean, you saw that guy try to grab him and didn't affect Pettis. He still ran at 3 yards, spun around, and got another 2 yards.
Yes, sir. See what we got going here. Looks like this time they're going to pitch it to Jose Munoz. Heck of a block by Joe
finds
Pettis.
a hole, and his
he's
speed,
gonna
they're
get
not
a
going to be stopping
touchdown.
him.
They're not going to catch him.
Munoz, yeah. Munoz is one of those fast kids that we have in our
Yes.
team, and once he finds a gap, he's
going
gone.
to the house,
He's gone
yeah.
to the house, yeah.
And that right there, I mean, it looked like they were all standing in slow motion. I mean, Harper didn't even
Yeah.
know what was going on. And
Well, you
Jose
see Munoz as he's running to the outside there. He's reading the field, and once he finds the gap, he turns it on, and he's gone.
Yes, he's up the middle and fast in a hurry.
And that the thing coach is doing is switching them back and forth all night. Is keeping our kids, keeping them rested. And I think that's one of the things. He's got 3 guys that he's flipping around in there. Number 24 right there.
Matthew De La Garza, he's going to get in for two.
Yeah. So right off the bat,
Ozona's offense comes down, takes care of business like we were hoping, and that's how you open the second half.
9 minutes, 35 seconds left in the third quarter of play. Lions up 28-8. And 2 weeks in a row that number 11 starts it off with touchdowns for the Lions.
Last week he had a kickoff return, and this time he's going to run it in off a pitch and get a touchdown. We'll get to see, see our defense. It seems like the offense has got it going. They turned around quick.
Yes, I think this week offense has been dominating. I've always said I'm a big fan of the defense, but I got to tip my hat off to the offense this week. They've been doing great. And talking about changes, we talked about Coach Taylor using Munoz, using Pettis, and switching them back and forth. I think and now using De La Garza in the second half of football. I think that's going to keep our running backs fresh, keep our kids fresh, rested, and I think that's one of the things that's helping us. Their line, what we talked about, we're going to start probably seeing them kids weaken a little bit because they are bigger kids.
Yes, sir. And you know what? I think I'm going to have to invest in something.
Yeah.
There's a heater like that got right there.
Yeah.
If the next game's like this, I'm bringing a heater.
Here we go. Kane. Look at this.
Kane just boots it all the
He
way
could
to
have
the
kicked a
end zone.
field goal.
Oh, yeah.
He could have kicked a field goal from the 50-yard line.
You know, they could put Kane up there kicking the ball. He'd probably kick it all the way out of the stadium if he's kicking a field goal.
And he still comes and apologizes to the coach for not keeping it in play.
He can't help it. You see Kane looking out of the stadium for the ball.
And that kid's not even trying, man.
No.
He's just kicking it out there.
Yeah.
I'd hate to play kickball with that guy.
Oh.
9 minutes left, 35 seconds. Lines up by 20 points as our defense hits the field.
Looks like they're going to hand it off right there. He's going to cut up the middle, and he's going to get tackled by number 33, Carlos Cantu, and number 20, Joe Pettis.
And, well, one thing we say about it every week, man, no matter what your lead is, we can't get too relaxed. You know, we're still playing a good team, athletic kids. They got an arm. They got receivers, taller receivers. So we still got to stay on our game no matter what the lead is and finish off this game strong.
Let's see what let's see if they start passing the ball a little more.
I think we're going to see it a lot more. Here's second play of the possession. Well,
actually, they're going to start with some
nice little
trick
fake
plays.
there, the little trick play.
Oh, man. Let's see who that was. That was Carlos Cantu again coming
Carlos
through.
Cantu with two big tackles right there.
It's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Ball spotted on the 33-yard line.
When you run into Carlos, it seems like they just run into a wall. And he's so, you see him. I see him at church every once in a while. I see him in public, and he's a nice kid. You see him hitting these other kids pretty hard.
Here we go, our defense setting up again.
Looks like they're going to pass it to the flats
again.
Oh, man.
Man, Cantu was close on that sack again.
And that time, one of our number 55, Juan Vega, on the deflected the pass right there. That's a heck of a play. I mean, the Lions defense is stepping up. The offense have already done it, and now the defense is doing it. And slowly but surely, you see Ozona starting to take over this football game.
And, right there, Cantu, one of those shots, one of the things that stuck to me that you said is when we hit that quarterback. I think that was one of the hits right there. Cantu put one of those hits. It's going to make that quarterback be a little bit more hesitant.
He's going to be a little dancy.
Goes by.
Have quick feet in there.
And you still, don't forget, you still have Venegas over in that other corner. Looks like he's coming in.
Yep. Lane's going to pick it up anyways.
Yes,
and
he is. And get 10 yards out of it.
Lane right there, I'm telling you, he's a nightmare on film.
Not
for
even
people.
10. That was like 14 yards he got out of that
right
play.
There, I mean, just as they're slowing down to grab it, he picks it up real quick, takes off with it. I'm telling you, Lane is a fast human. He moves a lot faster in everything he does than these other kids.
There's a cartoon about these little animals that go through the town and steal food. And there's a little fox. And there's a little squirrel that drinks a Red Bull at one point. And he's running real fast. To everybody, he looks real fast. But in his world, he's just whistling back and forth. That's probably Lane's world, man. Yeah. He's whistling, just taking his time. And to us, it looks like Sonic the Hedgehog out there.
Looks like they're going to send Carlos in motion. Going to hand it to Joe
Pettis. Oh, Pettis.
Dodge one tackle.
2.
Going to get about a 5-yard gain right there, but that's a heck of a play. They met him at the line of scrimmage. He breaks one tackle and gets a gain of about 4 or 5.
Pettis got the moves, man.
He does. He stepped up and running back.
He's a tall kid that you wouldn't think would move that fast, that quick. But, man, he moves in and out of there and gets away from those defenders.
They're going to throw it out here to Jose Munoz, and he's going to take it. And, there's going to be a flag.
Oh, Charles lost his helmet there.
We'll see who it's on here. It looks like he's going to call it maybe on the Harper Longhorns. So I think it's going to be a personal foul against Harper Longhorns.
Yeah, it looks like they grabbed Charles by the face there and
knocked
knocked
his
his helmet off.
The way the ref is signaling, it looks like he was down on the ground and took off his helmet. We're going to see what they're saying here.
Charles fixes his helmet. He's back in there. Yes.
Personal foul against Harper.
Which in a possession like this, you still get the yardage of where the ball's down, huh?
Yeah, and I think that they're getting frustrated. Charles pancaked that kid.
Yeah.
And as they're getting up, the kid started pushing his head down, and, they get frustrated like that. And we're going to get another touchdown out of this right here, and we're definitely going to start taking over this game, like I said.
Munoz just being a superstar, I guess, tonight with that speed, man.
Yeah, and it just seems like, I mean, they threw it right out there, too, and we seen it coming, but, he's just too quick for him.
Here, De La Garza takes it in again. You see some of their defensive line just moving slower, slowly getting up. They're getting tired, man. It's 70 minutes left here in the third quarter. Lions up by 20 points. Big kids, big athletic kids, but it's hard to compete with speed. It's hard to compete with some of these kids that are way too fast.
And our kids have a big heart. They fight off everything. We've played against all kinds of players, and it seems like most of the time we come out on top.
One of the things we talk about our lines is class, man. I mean, you saw Charles there. That kid had him on the ground and keep banging his head on the ground. Here, Cantu is going to go in for another touchdown.
Touchdown, Carlos Cantu. And right there, you see Carlos running, lowers his shoulder. He had two people at the goal line and still gets away with it.
You know what? I think our cheerleaders are going to run out of football.
I believe that, and we have to keep dodging them. One of them threw them completely over the stadium a while ago, so eventually I'm going to catch one.
One of the things I was saying about Charles, Quentin, Charles was on the ground. That kid kept banging his head on the ground, and he could have easily got up and pushed the kid back or something. Charles just got up and walked to the sidelines and asked for somebody to fix his helmet and got back in the field. At no point did he show any. There we go. Kane Venegas with the extra point. Oh,
whoa.
Those are some mad cheerleaders right there.
Taking their anger out on us.
Once again, your Lions get in the end zone, making the score 35-8.
We got
6 minutes and 42 seconds left here in the third quarter.
We're taking over and a little more at a time. We got Chris Martinez listening in Ozona. Appreciate y'all listening to us. And it's real hard for my lips to move. I mean, cannot get these suckers working. It is freezing.
Hey, I had to ask for some gum, buddy. That was how bad my mouth was just. Got to give a shout out to Oscar Venegas over there. Selena Newby, Galindo Newby.
Let's see if Kane can kick it out of the whole stadium here, and he is really going to boot it.
That one's nice. That kid in the back end there, he's not even going to waste his time trying to catch that ball.
Eventually, Kane's going to get a good spin on it, and it's going to hit and bounce back at the goal line, and they're going to have to get on it.
What would happen if it went through the what do you call those up
the
there?
uprights?
Will they count it as a one? Am I asking for too much now? Hey, folks, well, it is about -3 degrees here in Harper, Texas.
Feel like we're in Alaska ice fishing.
Man, we could go ice fishing now.
But those Ozona lines are on fire. Looks like they're just going to run a pitch right here. And, oh, he's going to run into a wall named Joe Pettis on that play.
Number 60 on the stop, Castro, Austin Castro. On the stop for the Lions.
About a 1 yard gain right there. So, looked like it was more from over here, but we had a bad angle of the field. So,
it was who was that on the tackle?
Joe Pettis. Joe Pettis.
I thought they said Castro. I think my buddy Austin's in there playing a little defense.
He may be in there.
I think he's the one that got that shot. He was ready. He was excited to play a little defense. Here we are setting up. Let's see if we can get
yeah. Emmanuel Venegas was back there in a hurry. I mean, go ahead and fall on that. So that's going to be third down and long.
His mouth was watering when he saw that.
Yes. He's been getting back there quick. They just run the opposite side of him.
Yeah. And that just shows you how hard that kid's been working and playing, that it's getting to a point where offenses are running around him just because of how good he's been playing this season.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what they're going to do here. I mean, it's third down and 17. So
5 minutes, 23 seconds left here, folks, in the third quarter. Lions up 35-8. 3rd and 17 is what we're looking at. And you know they're going to throw a pass, and it could be intercepted.
Oh, man. Joe Pettis hit it and knocked it down. Great play by Joe Pettis to come across in the secondary.
I honestly thought he had tipped it up trying to throw it to Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, yes. I thought Rodriguez was going to come up with the catch there. Looks like Lane's already back deep, waiting for the pump.
Looks like even their receivers are starting to wear out a little bit.
Yes.
Lions are looking good, guys. Looking real good. If we thought tall receivers on their side was going to be something that affected us, it don't look like it's even affected us one bit. Our Lions have been right there. They've had some good passes. Yeah, their height has got a couple first down.
He's going to get the punt back away.
He wanted it. Lane wanted it.
Lane's just daring somebody to give him a room.
The thing is, Lane's looking at Pettis and Rodriguez like, what,
are y'all
going
to
to get it? If not, let me have some of that. 5 minutes left here, folks, in the 3rd quarter. Lions up 35-8. Playing great offense tonight, but keeping that ball in their possession. Once again, we come out here and we keep that ball in our hands for a good, 7 minutes. That's what's, I think, keeping our Lions looking good tonight. Defense looking sharp. But our offense is dominating tonight when it comes to taking care of that ball.
And they're going to hand it to, it looks like Joe Pettis up the middle. And I think that's Keanu leading the way right there. I mean, yeah. Keanu was 10 yards downfield, pushing people back. Or, I'm sorry, 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
2, yeah, they're saying
Joe Pettis just got the ball and said, let me follow the leader, and Keanu was just taking off.
I don't think even Joe knew what to do when he saw such a big gap built there by Keanu.
Yeah. Right here, he's going to give it back to Joe. Joe's going to hurdle somebody, hurdle him
once again. Turns around and gets a first down.
You know what I've noticed about our running backs? They are constantly trying to rip that ball out of our running backs' hands, and they've held on to it pretty good.
Yeah. The exciting thing about it, Quentin, is that every week we're seeing something new from Coach Taylor. Little changes. The thing that's sticking out is putting those receivers as running backs tonight. Man, we've got some speed out there, man. We got some speed.
See what kind of offense we got going here. Looks like he's going to throw a screen out here to Marco. Marco's going to break 1 tackle. He can get hit by 2 right there, but he had some momentum going with him there. He's going to get about a 3 or 4 yard gain.
And as the game goes on, we got 3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter, Quentin. You don't see our boys show any kind of where like they're not tired. You see some of these kids in the defense right now with their hands on their waist and just you can tell they're tired. Our boys are just out there like they just getting started.
I have to give credit to number 44.
Look at here goes Pettis putting on the moves. Zigzag for a touchdown.
Touchdown, yes. Ozona. What I was saying is that you have to give credit to number 44 for Harper. He's been all over the field tonight, and he's made a lot of tackles. And right there, he just happened to not be on the other side of the he's on the other side of the field, and they ran it. And that's what happens.
Pettis, I'm telling you, man, Pettis looks like Bo Jackson out there, man. He just little moves that get him into the end zone, get him a couple yards, but he finds a gap, and he's going to be gone. Here we are. Lions get another touchdown. You're looking at 41-8 with 3 minutes, 20 seconds left.
And they're letting Kane kick another field goal. Kane just takes 1 step back.
Look at this. And it's good.
Oh, it's no good. Oh, man. It's to the left. I mean, Kane, he only steps back once.
Want to give a shout out to, I believe it's JP De La Garza. And happy birthday to Mitch Vargas from JP De La Garza and family. And your Lions are taking the lead, still keeping the lead, 41-8 with 3:21 left in the 3rd quarter. Offense once again just dominating this football game, guys. The quickness of Pettis, the quickness of Munoz,
Yes.
The quickness of De La Garza is something that's been real powerful tonight. And Lions just dominating. You know, moving these receivers to running backs has just been their secret weapon tonight. And just overtaking on this offense. And that score is showing it. You know,
we'll see, you know, if they start taking more chances on offense, if they start trying to pass more and stuff. Because it seems like our defense has shut down their offense completely.
even the passing, you know, even the passing where we thought we had. Look at this.
I mean, it hit
man.
the goal line. And he takes one step and kicks it.
And he feels bad about it because he wanted it further out there.
He wanted to kick it to Fredericksburg.
The guy in Junction at Lums had to put covers over his meat because they're afraid the football's going to bounce in there.
Not call that beef jerky.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to my eye doctor. Now I got an eye doctor. If I knew her name.
Looks like, oh, they're going to try. See that?
Oh, man, and they're just going to jump on that kid.
You can see right there what I mean is he threw a, let's see here.
Ow. You keep stepping on me.
We got Abel Villarreal watching from Colorado. And also it's my brother-in-law's birthday, Felix. I want to wish him a happy birthday today.
Want to give a shout out to Gabby Pettis because she's at home crying because she couldn't make it to the game.
Mr. Harper.
Oh, baby! Rodriguez with a beautiful interception and takes it back for about 15 yards. Hide or not, we told you all night long we were going to be reading it and we were going to get that ball back. That's right, Rodriguez jumps up there, man. I mean, he had to jump up there. Beautiful read and gets in there for the interception. Our center for the Lions, I believe, is Austin Castro, right? Somebody just sent the text wondering who our center was. What?
Looks like they're putting Robert Barrera in this.
Robert Barrera is going to go in as center here on this third quarter. Man, that was a beautiful interception, man. You missed it there.
Uh-oh, Robert.
Look at Pettis once again just skipping around.
Man, I really hope he runs the hurdles in track this year.
Hey, man, he looks like the Little Red Riding Hood out there when he's just skipping around having fun. You know, he's just enjoying the field. Not at one point does he feel – I believe Penny Weddle's watching. Give her a shout out if she's watching. Here we go. Cantu breaks a couple of tackles. Looks like he could bring it all the way to the house, and he does, folks. Once again, Carlos Cantu runs it all the way for a touchdown. Lions just dominating the second half of football.
You know, and that's what we're talking about. Ozona's real good at making adjustments. In the second half, they came out, and they've really made a lot of adjustments, came to life, and started putting the beating down on the Harper Longhorns.
Mason, if you don't have nothing better to do, don't be texting me right now, please, if you're watching. When I said Pettis, I meant Pettis, our running back, was running in for a touchdown, but I said it in between my message to Gabby. Penny, I'm concentrating right now. I apologize if I said your last name.
Man, the
last
Lions
name
came
wrong.
to life. This is
Folks,
awesome.
You're looking at 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Lions up 40 points. That's 48-8 here with 1 minute 40 left in the third quarter. I'm here trying to watch the game and trying to give shout-outs that I'm putting different last names on. I'm putting players' last names on the shout-outs. And giving people their last names wrong. So I apologize, guys. We're getting excited here. You got to realize it's -3 degrees up here in the very top of the stands. We are playing some awesome football. We're giving autographs and taking pictures with the fans. It's hard to give you shout-outs, and we're trying our best.
It's going to be a squib kick. He's going to kick it right to number 10.
Oh.
Looks like
I thought I seen a 44.
Let's see here. I see Max Everett, Rigo, Matthew
24.
De La Garza.
24. It was De La Garza. De La Garza had
Rodriguez. He had a whole pack of lions on him.
A pride.
Pride of lions.
A pride of lions. Want to give a shout out to Coach Myers, watching all the way from home.
Well, let's see if Harper comes out with anything else. So far, we've shut them down this second half.
And they've been running that play over and over. I think at one point, if we're not careful, they could break off.
Yeah.
But you got to realize our defense, just like our offense, is not going to. They're not going to back off any.
Well, we got to be careful right there because I've seen them run that play in practice where he fakes a handoff and he turns around and there's another person going the opposite way. He throws it at the back door there. You got to be careful over pursuing and stuff like that. Now staying at home, they could break a big play there. Looks like they're going to hand it up the middle again. Number 33 also, and this time,
number 20.
Joe Pettis is going to get him. Going to get a first down right here.
Want to give a shout out to Penny Dalton. 33 seconds left here in the third quarter, folks. 48-8, your Lions ahead by 40 points. Great offense seen by your Lions tonight. They're going to call us outside. Number 60, I believe, on us right there, was trying to get a couple yards in there. It's so awesome, man.
He's just
excited. He's just excited. He got a little defense action, man. Johnny Tambunga texted for me to give him a shout-out, but I'm not going to give him one.
Yeah, he told me he was listening.
I just did.
I don't have very good service here. I'm trying to download the text message.
I'm running out of batteries, so Christy, if you're listening, I won't have a phone on the way home.
And Christy, if you're listening, please buy Ruben a new phone.
No, that's me. I'm the one being cheap.
That's like my wife. It could be cracked, everything. She doesn't care.
Hey, that does it for the third quarter, folks. Your Lions ahead by 40. 48-8, and once again, offense just dominating out here. And that's one of the things we've bragged all year long about possession. Possession, if anything else I've learned about football this year is if we have the ball, they can't score. So we've been doing it. We've averaged. I put the stats every week when I get to the house and do the paperwork. We've averaged from 6 to 7 minutes every quarter of holding the ball. I don't really go home and do stats. I'm just coming up with numbers in my head. But we're going to go to some commercials, and then we'll be back, folks, for the fourth quarter of football. Well, we're back, folks. Want to give a shout out to Yearbook Photographers, Paige and Alyssa, as we set up here on defense. Number 33, man, they've been using that kid all night long. We don't have a roster for them. And Longhorns looking pretty sharp, man, looking pretty sharp. I think our Lions are pumped and ready to play some football.
Michaela Martinez, we'll give her a shout out. She's watching.
It's 2nd and 2 for the Longhorns. 11:34 left here in the fourth quarter as our defense is just looking sharp, man. Our defense is playing good football.
We got Selena Galindo newbie is watching
Here we go. Man, you
Uh-oh,
turn
man.
back and you're going to get Big Kane on you for, you know.
Yeah, you don't want Kane on you.
Number 11, Munoz. On the stop.
You know, and Kane's very
Kane on the play. 30.
laid back, mellow kid. If you ever get him mad, you're just no telling what he could do. If you ever get him fired up, I mean, he's one of the nicest kids I know.
You know, one of the great things about our Ozona Lions, man, is you're sitting here with 10 minutes and 45 seconds left with a 40-point lead, and they're playing like they're the ones behind by 40.
Yes.
And that's one of the things I enjoy watching these Lions is the motivation and the love for the sport, you know. They're still playing hard and not letting go. This poor kid, number 33, they've been running them all night long. We tip our hat to that Longhorn right there. I wish we had a roster for the Longhorns. Not a bad team. Like we said, they do have some tall receivers. It's just Coach Taylor was there to find a way to put a stop to that. And our defense came out and our line worked a little harder to try to keep that quarterback from throwing those passes. And I think that's how we've been controlling this game. Our defense is getting in there so fast that it's making it hard for this quarterback to use his receivers.
Yeah, and it's awesome to see the adjustments they made. I mean, every game we've always found a way to win. And it seems like it's just getting contagious. I mean, we just keep going and keep going and keep going. And we second down and about 7.
There was 33 running the ball and tackled by 33.
And those two have been at it all night. I mean, Carlos has been on him. He's been running the ball, and Carlos has been on him all night. Looks like they're going to pass here. And
I want to
this
give
time.
Oh, nice
man.
pass,
Great,
nice pass.
Great play. I mean, I can't see who that was, but the defender jumped up. I mean, had the timing right. The ball just looks like that maybe Jose Munoz. The ball barely just tipped his hands, and the kid caught it.
Well, you know, we've talked about this live streaming being a great thing. I'm going to tell you a little quick story right now. We have a young man from Ozona that joined the military. He is watching us right now all the way in his house in Florida. I want to give a shout out to Josh Ramos and his wife Emily. They're watching the football game. Thank you guys for tuning in and still cheering for your Ozona Lions.
That's awesome. Thank you for your service. Let's see. Oh, and he drops a pass.
He drops a pass. You know, we knew we were going to play with a good team. They had a good quarterback and good receivers, and it shows right here. 9 minutes left, 48-14. Longhorns come in and score a touchdown. That was a beautiful pass, beautiful catch, and like I said, we can't feel comfortable because we're ahead by 40 points.
No,
anything can happen in a football game, and there's plenty of time. 9 minutes is still plenty of time. Now, as we go in there to receive the ball, let's do something. Let's either run it back or hold that ball for 9 minutes and keep this momentum going and keep the ball in our hands just like we have the last 3 quarters.
Yeah, and you know, with our offense, the way it's been running, we can hold the ball for a very long time, drive it down the field, and still get a touchdown out of it and take 6-7 minutes off the clock there. And then, you know, they got the ball back a couple minutes, 2 minutes, maybe less, or maybe more. You never know how it's going to go. But we got a really good running offense. And I think if we just keep running the ball like we have here in the second half, we're going to take a lot of time off the clock.
Maybe Regal can get the ball this time and
see what he can do with it. And you never know, they may go for an onside kick.
Well, and the wind is blowing now sideways here. It looks like it's running east to west. Well, I don't know. That flag's just all over the place.
I was looking at the same thing.
Here we go.
And they're going to kick it away here.
And it's going to Munoz. Munoz has the speed, man. He breaks a couple of tackles in the back. He's gone.
And they're going to get him right here.
Once again, you know, these kids hold on to jersey, and it's what keeps them from running.
And that was a good return by Jose. Looks like he can get about the 30-yard line.
I want to give a shout out to Bubba Martinez. Says that Lane's faster than a kid chasing an ice cream truck. And the thing with Lane, he's got to be real fast because the only ice cream truck that comes around is in San Angelo, so he runs all the way from Ozona. Shout out to Bubba Martinez, Midland, Texas. And we got people watching all over the state of Texas, all over the United States. And thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We're happy with our decision to live broadcast, and always looking for sponsors. You want to be a sponsor, just like we have Ozona National Bank, and
looks like we got a Max Everett in it, tied in here. They're going to run it up the middle. I can't see who got the ball. I think it's Matthew De La Garza. Yeah, Matthew De La Garza going to gain about 7 yards.
Want to say thanks to Ozona National Bank, Thump Torp Transports, J.L. Bunger Real Estate, First Baptist Church, and West Texas Rehab. And if you want to jump in there, guys, we're going to be here all season, all year long. I mean, we're not just going to do football. We're going to do baseball. We're going to do a little basketball. We're going to try to do a little softball. We're going to try to cover as much sports as we can. Thank you so much for all the viewers. Thank you so much for all the sponsors. And call Mr. Chavarria. Tell them you want to be a part of this.
Looks like they're going to give the ball to Matthew Della. Oh, no, that may have been Carlos Cantu.
Hey, it's good enough for – I don't know who got the ball, but it's first enough for a first down.
Actually, it's Rigo Treto running the ball there.
Rigo, let's a little action.
Rigo Treto's going to run the ball. Got a first down for those on the lines.
Want to give a shout-out to Ryan Bean and Aaron Renfro and Tom Cruise. They're still working and watching the football game, too. So, pretty nice job watching concrete dry. Pettis going to get the ball back. And at 7 minutes, 43 seconds, don't be surprised if our Lions get it into the end zone again, folks. These boys ain't showing at no point. They honestly don't care about the score. They just care about putting it in the end zone, it seems like to me, and keep adding them up. You do the adding up. Let the fans do that. Let the people with the scoreboard, because it seems like these boys are playing like if they were the ones down by 40 points right now.
They just keep pounding away at with the ball, and little by little they just keep working their way downfield, and it looks like Harper's going to take a timeout. See what this timeout is going about. Let's look at some scores around the area. Miles Bulldogs beating the Menard Yellow Jackets 50-12. Cristoval's made a comeback. They're winning 36-7. We got Brady Bulldogs. They're beating Grape Creek 28-0. And Bangs High School is beating Sonora Broncos 48-14, and that's a final. So that's your scores from around this area.
I want to give a shout out to Rudy Martinez and JR for rooting for the Lions. 7 minutes left, folks, here in the fourth quarter.
We got Patty Villarreal listening here at home. Her first time listening. Thank you, Patty. Thank y'all for listening. You and Tony.
I'll tell you what, man, my arthritis is already kicking in.
I haven't got there yet.
I'll tell you, the thing about cold weather when you're there we go, Cantu putting on some moves. The thing about cold weather, if you say you always wanted to ride bulls, let me tell you something. Mr. McWilliams, Ozona Lions announcer, told me one time when I was in high school, he would help me a couple times at some of the rodeos. He said, by the time you turn 40, you're going to feel 60. And when it gets cold, you're going to remember every injury. I'll tell you what, right now, I remember every rodeo injury because of this cold weather, man, because, man, I'm hurting. 48-14, Lions up. 6:35 left here in the fourth quarter, and these Lions are still playing their hearts out. They still want to keep scoring. Number 20, Pettis runs it in for a first down.
That was Rigo Treto.
Rigo Treto, once again. I saw the two.
Yes, sir. Joe Pettis just came out. They just switched position. That's the only reason I noticed.
So don't be surprised if they're going to try to get Rigo to get in there and score a touchdown,
Yeah, they're switching these running backs in and out. They just brought out Cantu, and Joe Pettis is sitting in De La Garza and Treto. And Jose Munoz is the third running back. He's been in there most of
I mean, don't be surprised if we see some of the linemen run the ball tonight. There we go. Rodriguez finding the gap on the outside. He's going to run it, and they're going to push him out of bounds in about the 30.
Good game right there. We're slowly running that clock down. Just keep chipping away at that clock.
You know, and then one thing we talked about all year long, Quentin, 3 or 4 yards at a time, we'll take it.
3 or 4.
We'll take it. We're looking at 2nd and 5. That's perfect.
That's what you want from a good running game right there. It'd be second and mid, second and short. Open up your offense a little more, but right here we're just going to try to run out.
Put
that
Pettis
clock.
in there, and he'll skip around for another first down, hopefully.
And he's going to run up the right side right there, and Joe Pettis is going
Looks
down
like
the
he
field.
could go all the way,
Let's
folks.
see,
It's a touchdown for your Lions.
Ozona.
That's right.
And this is the most points we've scored all year right here. Usually it's calmed down a little bit more and we run out the clock, but this time, you know, we try to run out the clock and they can't stop us.
54-14, your Lions up. 4:58 left in the 4th quarter of football.
You know, I don't know how these cheerleaders are not freezing.
I'll tell you what, right now, I wouldn't mind being the mascot.
Exactly. That's the first thing I was thinking. Looks like Kane's going to try to kick another field goal here.
Against the wind.
Oh, the wind ain't got much.
Oh, man.
He almost kicked the ambulance back there.
Hey, we see the trainers running in to help out the wind because he just broke the wind in half.
Oh, the wind's blowing it instead of chance.
Oh, man, it is cold out here. I think I left the freezer open with the beef jerky when we stopped at that convenience store.
Oh, yeah, there you can hang meat out here for sure.
Oh, my goodness. 4 minutes, 58 seconds, folks. And it's going to be the longest 4 minutes and 58 seconds of my legs because they are cold. 55-14, your Lions are looking good out there.
You know, the good thing is our next 2 games are going to be at home, so the weather, we're not going to be worried about that one. The playoffs is when it's going to get really cold.
It's going to get cold in the other towns because we're going to come and take over. Come on, Kane.
Looks like the wind keeps trying to blow the ball off the tee there. And he's still going to kick it deep.
Yeah, finally the kid in the back gets a chance. And they're going to hit him so hard he's going to fumble right here. I feel it.
He's going to go down about the 39-yard line there. Oh, I'll tell you what, this year we haven't talked much about that old 51-yard line. We spoke about last year twice.
Once again, thanks to all our fans. Thanks to all our sponsors, folks. We got 4 minutes, 50 seconds left. 55-14, your Lions just dominating tonight.
Looks like they're going to do a short pass right here. And right there, right away, Carlos Cantu is going to get the tackle immediately.
And you know, they look like long passes, and then you just see the marker move, and it's about 4 yards, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's because the quarterback drops back about 10 yards and then throws it.
And he's dropping back like that because he knows those Lions are coming in hard. You got big Charles Childress up there, and Lida and
Kobe Mendez.
Juan
Vega. Oh, they're going to throw it across the middle here. And it looks like right there, Marco Rodriguez.
Oh, fumble.
Oh, they're going to.
Oh,
I don't understand that, but we've gotten used to that tonight.
Yeah. It looked like a fumble to me, man, but.
It was a great throw by the Harper quarterback there. Pitch and catch by the receiver right across the middle there.
3 minutes, 50 seconds left. The clock is running, folks. Lions up 55-14. Hey, I don't think they're going to run the ball no more, Quentin. I think all we're going to see is passes from now on.
I think that's right. And this time he's going to bounce it right out of his hands.
You know, some of these boys can hear them footsteps coming.
I'll tell you what, when Ozona gets it, they're going to go ahead and run out the clock, you know.
And you know what? It feels like it's getting colder out here.
It does.
Man.
The wind is dying down a little bit, but it just, the temperature drop is so fast.
I can't feel my toes. I can't feel my nose. 3 minutes left.
I've kept my mask on a lot lately.
I have a real light voice, so I got to.
Looks like he's going to throw it over there, and he's going to get hit by Marco Rodriguez on a great tackle.
Good job right there by the Longhorns quarterback to throw that pass, man, and good job by his receiver picking it up close to the ground. It surprises me, Quentin, that we talked at the Lions Den. We talked about their passing game being pretty good, especially because they had tall receivers. And it surprises me that it's this late in the game and they're barely using this.
Yeah, they tried it in the game and they've had a little bit of success with it. And now it seems like all they're doing is just trying to pass it in the end zone.
Look at all the holding, man. I mean, they were holding number 57 there, number 55. I'm going to tell you that was Juan Vega and Emmanuel Venegas. They were holding them. They're holding them by the collar, man, in front of that ref, and they're not throwing any flags.
No flags. We went from the first half to having about 600 flags to second half to having 2.
I think them refs are getting cold. That older gentleman, he's over there sitting on the sideline stretching. Oh, flag!
Looks like that's going to be a false start.
I guess they're listening to us.
Yep, they're going to move that back another 5 yards. Looks like it's going to be 4th down and 7.
We're looking at 1:42 seconds left here, folks, in the fourth quarter. Lines up 55-14. I mean, I know y'all can't see us at home, but me and Quentin are hugging right now. We're hugging each other up here on the top of the stands, man.
Let's see if we can get a stop here and
pack it up.
Clock. Looks like they're going to get the dub tonight. It looks like he's going to go for the end zone.
Nice pass. Oh!
Max Everett comes away with a heck of a play.
No, it looked like he caught it.
Oh, he caught it. Wow,
oh, man, I thought it was an interception.
I thought Max
That was good.
Man, I really thought Max Everett had that ball.
You know what? At the end of the night, 1 minute 28 seconds left. I think the Lions are pretty much going to take the win here. Longhorns played some great football. I think they got some great receivers, man. It just wasn't their night, and that's okay with us.
Yeah,
we'll take the W.
Win, yeah.
You know, and
I
these receivers going to running backs, I think, was a big part of us having a score like that up there.
It's going to set up a big game for next week against Mason Punchers. I think they're undefeated in district. We're undefeated in district, so it's going to be a heck of a game next week.
And it's always one of those games against Mason, man.
Yes, and they got to come here this year. We don't have to go over there, so maybe we'll have a slight advantage here.
And don't be surprised if our receiving team don't grab that ball and run it back for another touchdown.
Yeah.
You see Coach Green over there visiting with the ref about probably those having our kids by the collar.
Yeah.
Once again, folks, 1:28 left. If it starts to get silent on y'all at home, it's because we are freezing over here.
It's because we're frozen solid.
Yeah, we look like Jim Carrey and his partner when they're on that little motorcycle coming into Aspen.
The little moped.
Christy just sent the text. Bear wants to see a picture of Ruben and Quentin hugging on top of the stands. Let's see if we can get that ball again over there in the back and run it back for another touchdown. I mean, minute 28. Plenty of time. Let's do it. That's a good kick. Good kick right there, but looks like Munoz is still going to pick it up, try to run it back. He's got plenty of room on this side. He's got plenty of room on this side. He's making the moves, folks. He could make it 100 yards. Reading the play, taking his time.
They're going.
Looks like a group of Longhorns are going to catch him at the 40-yard line, but he did do 90 yards last week. I thought he was going to go 100
he was
today.
Going to take it to the house right here too.
A minute and 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
All right, we're live right here, Ruben. We got a minute and 8. We're freezing. It's cold. But right now we got a minute 8 left in the game here.
Yes, folks, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to our sponsors, man. I want to say thanks to Ozona National Bank, Tom Thornton Transport, GL Bunger Real Estate, First Baptist Church of Ozona, West Texas Rehab. Here we go. A minute 8 left. Ozona up 55-20.
And they're going to take the knee right here, victory formation. Kneel it and let the clock run out, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, man, I tell you what, it's been a great night of football. Kids looking sharp. I don't think the weather, I don't think the height on the opponent's team, on the opposite side, affected us. I think our Lions came and adapted to what we had to play with. Our coaches came up with an awesome game plan. And now you see your Lions going home with a 35-point lead. And I think the last couple of plays is just I don't know. I don't know. You know, they have that passing game. I don't know why they didn't use it all night long. It just showed right there in the last couple of minutes. They come over here in the last quarter and they scored 2 touchdowns on us.
And I tell you, this has been a long time waiting for Ozona to have a team like this, to have a coaching staff like this, you know, to have these kids that come around and play the way that they do. And Ozona deserves this. They've been playing hard for so many years and stuff. And, you know, this team is a special team, and I think these coaches have turned a lot of things around, and I think we're going to have a good run in the playoffs.
Yeah. So, once again, folks, thank you for watching. Thanks to our sponsors, 55-20. Your Lions, once again, taking care of business on Friday night. Hey, and don't forget to check in at www.ozonalions.com on Thursday morning for the Lions Den. We'll see you then. We'll see you next Thursday. We'll see you next Friday. Thank you once again for tuning in. Good night. Safe travels.